help me welcome all the way from West Virginia, it's Tad Hudkins.
Massillon, how are you tonight? You see, that one, I thought we'd get excitement from everyone, okay? I am from West Virginia, where Dollar General is our official state flower. Yeah, those suckers are starting to appear in more fields than dandelions, okay? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning before we get started, because I have level 1 autism. Now, what that means is I'm probably going to stutter and I'm going to repeat my words. We're all cool with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm now going to answer the question that came to your mind, which is, how do you get level 2 autism? Well, that's simple. You go in the castle, you rescue the princess. But I will say this, as someone, I'll give you a piece of advice. If you're going to have sex with someone, have sex with an autistic person. You want to know why? Because we will make sure that we know what we want to do to you before we even try doing it to you, okay? We may involve paperwork, okay? Well, you say, well, I'm sorry I did that to you, but on page 3 it says you initial next to it that you liked it, but you know what we'll do is you just cross it out initial and we'll just go off, okay? Wait a minute, what do you mean you're not in the mood anymore? On page 8 you said you were going to go 20 minutes at least, okay? I'm not going to charge you an early cancellation fee, I'm sorry. But I will give you this little piece of advice. If you're going to have sex with an autistic person, be specific. Don't give them suggestions that are open to interpretation. I mean, what you do is never say to them, make me scream. You have student loan debt. And one person, they said, never ever say to them, finger me. I go, But of course it creates more confusion because then they'll say, yeah, you can use that one. All right, now I will say I've had some interesting moments in my life. Well, this is a true story. When I was in college, I was at work, and Mom told me, well, if you need gas money, you can come to me and I'll give you some gas money to get home. So after work, I did go visit her, except that my mom at the time was at my aunt's bachelorette party. So I walk in, the whole room went silent. Mom came to me, gave my gas money, and just left. A little later, I asked my mom, when I went there, everyone went silent. What was that? And Mom said, well, they thought you were the stripper. Okay, now the thing is, I've had this same body since college, okay? So I just asked my Mom, how did you find a stripper that you can pay all these coupons, okay? And I'm sad to say that is not the only time I've been confused with a stripper, okay? This is true. A few months ago, I did a open mic night, which was called Stripper Style. And what was going to happen was they're going to take money, people attending, we're going to take money and just put it in your pants when you were performing. Now the thing is, I did a video to promote it. You know what I did? I put on some stripper music. I started like this, and I started dancing around. And then during the video, I put on more clothing. Now, I had to do that because I once took a naked photo of myself on my phone, and my phone died. Actually, we realized later that my phone actually committed suicide, but never mind about that one. So here's the thing. So what I did was I stripped down, but I had a wrestling singer under me, and I gotta tell you this, I had the best take of the night. You ready? Most money. I earned $3.15. That's right. Someone gave me 15 cents. That person who gave me one, can I put this in your coin slot? I go, no. However, just to be sure, the whole night I didn't even bend over. You know, I've heard of money coming out of your walls, but I believe the money shouldn't have been put there in the first place, okay? And now I will say that, I know you're all looking at this, so I thought, you know what, let's do some fat jokes about me, okay? Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Ready, here we go. You know, I've been trying to work on my body, I'm especially trying to work on my core, except the problem is, my core is caramel. And you know what, I've actually taken up some wrestling, and you know what my stage name is? My stage name is The Mountain. You want to know why they call me The Mountain, right? Because climbing on top of me will get you winded. And I got one more fat joke for you. Of course, I like to do 69s, except my problem is, when I do them, they look like 88s. But I gotta say that I have lost a lot of weight in my life. I lost about 75 pounds, okay? Well, thank you all very much, except that I have not achieved my ultimate goal. My goal is that one day I would like to walk around and not have babies look at my chest and they start licking their lips. The thing is, you really have to experience it, because one time I was laying on the ground and this baby climbed on top of me and started biting my nipple. And I'm just laying there, and the problem is the baby bit in a certain way, and something started coming out. And I thought it was cold, it was creamy. Oh my goodness, my nipple was leaking soft serve. And of course the baby got curious, so it went over to the other nipple to see if he can get chocolate out of the other one. That's why some babies look at me and go, Dairy Queen! Dairy Queen! And I gotta tell you, what I've learned from this whole thing is that evidently my tits work more often than the machine at McDonald's. You know, someone gets asked me, Terry, where do you get all your material? Well, the thing is, you just have to look around, okay? It's everywhere. It's in headlines. I'll give you a good one. This headline, I remember this one. It was, Missouri church leader tried to pay for Grindr sex acts by using Arby's gift cards. And let me tell you, the only thing in that story that didn't involve any meat was Arby's. I'm sorry, so you almost spit it out of that line, didn't you? I'm sorry. But I'll tell you this is a true story that I once saw, and I just couldn't get out of my head. And here was the story. You ready? TikTok dudes are dipping their balls in soy sauce for science.
What?
And I gotta say, wait a minute, you're calling it science? Well, I'm gonna say this, we have run out of terms for masturbation. I think I know how that came to be. And you'll call this recent history, okay? But okay, here's the thing. You're jacking off in your room, and then you hear the doorknob turn. The things you remember, you forgot to lock the door, and you're trying to stop it. Mom, don't come in. I'm doing homework. It's anatomy. It's really hard right now. Could you please let me be? And then mom from the other side, okay. However, next time would you please lock the door? I don't like to walk in seeing someone I love masturbating. Oh, by the way, the next time you see your dad, could you remind him to lock the door when he does it? Okay, but I know the story behind this. You ready? The story behind this is, evidently, there are taste buds located on the balls, but they're not connected to the ones in your mouth. If that was true, men would actually take a shower once in a while. Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies? Okay, but I tell you this. I think I figured out why men would dip their balls in soy sauce. You ready?
Yeah.
Here's my theory. Because after the dog has done licking the peanut butter off of you, for the dog, the soy sauce is a nice palate cleanser. I mean, thank you. That's all. And you know what? That is my time, and I want to thank you all very much. You keep it up with the rest of the comedians tonight, okay? There's only one left. You did a great audience. Thank you all very much.
I think so.
You go, Chad, one time.
Yeah.
Told you he was from West Virginia.